Hey guys, remember to hit like on the video. And if you want to support me, you can do so at patreon.com/shamu411. Thanks. From being a massive meme account on Twitter with 70k followers and having your meme format go viral, to only months later becoming homeless and having your family actively calling the police on you over life ruination from your own fans. Let's talk about FallenChungus. The FallenChungus account has seen a lot of success in the past with posts like this.
I made up this bit for VCs where when someone says something, you just repeat what they said verbatim, but put bro at the start of it. The more mundane the action, the funnier it is.
This single post and meme received 137,000 likes and 15,000 retweets, a staggering amount. Many of his posts were tens of thousands of likes, and in this case, hundreds of thousands. They became so popular that the right wing began using these memes as templates for their own by parodying them, which is where our story and his troubles begin. On April 5th, the Twitter account Tired Meme Clown would share the viral post from FallenChungus, to which he would reply to his audience with,
Chat, can I file a cease and desist? Like, is that plausible?
Tired Meme Clown would respond to this with, so it turns out that FallenChungus guy who had a problem with me is a fellow member of the racist community. Pick Related is one of his. He attached an image using the FallenChungus memes as a template which read, Dude, crime is so bad right now. You can't go to the store without being mugged and stabbed. Yeah, dude, these are nuts. Chungus would then make legal threats by replying with,
Genuinely have never seen someone this mad over a ratio. I'm honestly speechless. If you want to go the defamation route, I'll gladly pursue the narrative from earlier, but for now, hold this ratio.
On April 8th, he would have to come out and say, Can't believe I have to say this, but I didn't make this comic. If you see any comics that look like they're made by me but have a racist message, they are not made by me. Please just leave me alone. The very next day on April 9th, a thread goes up on FallenChungus on the Soyjack.party image board stating, For a very long time I wanted to make a thread about this artist Isolef. Today I saw a tweet of his that gave me a very Jimmy idea for a thread on him. Copy his art style and start making racist, transphobic, Jimmy comics, which is exactly what they ended up doing. The image board would also begin to raid his Discord server at the time, to which FallenChungus would take to Twitter to announce.
My server got raided by shardy board people, pausing joins for a bit. It was genuinely kind of sad. It lasted for like 30 seconds. I heavily apologize for the raid on my server. Lots of fucked up shit was posted and I was too busy at school to be able to moderate it. That being said, this is the reason you shouldn't call me a fucking chaser cuss. This wouldn't have happened if Shardy didn't think I was one. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm not a chaser. And the fact that my community had to bear witness to gore and slurs because of some retarded Twitter slander is mind-boggling.
On the 20th of April, FallenChungus would post,
Soyjack is actively trying to dox me, a 17-year-old. Wouldn't expect much less from that site. If y'all could provide any measures to prevent that, I'd be very grateful.
Going through the archive of his thread on Soyjack, the only thing I could find was one user posting, Dox now, 2 days prior to this Twitter post. Though during the Discord raids, they could have been saying that they were going to dox him, etc. That's just all I could find in the thread. Unfortunately for FallenChungus, the announcement to his 70k follower account that this thread was trying to dox him just drove way more traffic to his thread, which in turn led to more people posting about trying to find his dox. And on May 27th, they found him, or at least they thought they did. Nothing was definitively known until FallenChungus posted this the very next day.
You are such a fucking man. No one, and I mean no one, fucking likes you. Please shut up.
Him posting this video gave the board exactly what they wanted and confirmed what they already were somewhat sure of. FallenChungus had confirmed his own dox on Twitter. Later that day, he would upload this voice recording.
Hey, so I just deleted my server and left every server. It's that server was something I held very near and dear to me, but there's honestly no point in continuing. For better or for worse, this is the last you're ever going to hear of me. And whether it be tonight, tomorrow, or the day after, I will kill myself. You've won. I'm done trying. There isn't much to look forward to in my daily life. It's these thoughts I've dealt with for as long as I can remember. So do what you will with that information. I'm leaving. Please don't contact me. Please don't do anything to reach out to me. I'm done.
This voice recording would cause people online to contact FallenChungus' family in order to warn them about what he had just uploaded online, with Twitter user @ObiAgain stating, "I just spoke with his mother following a doxing on Soyjack.party. He is alive, but is now banned from Twitter." Another user asked, "Is this legit? I didn't record the call, but I can post some text from after." This was after figuring out he was okay. His mother asked me to see the Soyjack.party thread on him, to which he shows a text message of him sending the Soyjack thread and says, "Here's the link to the thread." His mother responds, "What in the fuck? I had no idea he was posting stuff like that." Another screenshot shows the mother saying, "I just got another call too. Is my number in that post? Is there a way to delete it? Is there?" And ObiAgain responds, "I don't think there is a way to get it deleted. Just block anyone who tries to prank call you." Following all this, FallenChungus would disappear for a couple weeks, until June 6 when he posted,
I got doxxed by the Shardy while I was at a mental hospital. I just got home today. For what it's worth, I am not coming back, period. I want my story to serve as an example of both what not to do and what to dreadfully expect when you find fame. It's about time I start my own life.
Him leaving the internet would last until June 22nd, when he wrote,
For anyone wondering, my mom has essentially been controlling my entire life since I got home. Even now, making this tweet is a gamble on whether I get kicked out of the house or not. I don't care. I just want her to realize going cold turkey on the internet won't help me. I've been incredibly stressed, and my mom and stepdad simply do not give a fuck and continue to rule with an iron fist over my life. Getting internet access is a blessing and a curse, but making this a productive thing isn't hard, and they don't realize that.
So, FallenChungus is essentially saying that his parents have barred him from using the internet, and he describes it in a way an addict would describe kicking dope. He even says making these tweets may cost him his own home. Then, on June 29th,
I am now officially homeless. Things are bleak, but I'm getting set up with a shelter, and I'm going to go job searching with my case manager on Monday. I'm also going to be setting up payment methods for both donos and art commissions. I know I was hooting and hollering yesterday, but I genuinely think I'm in the worst spot I've ever been in, and it's freaking me the fuck out. I will most likely be going back to Wilmington after spending my day with my case manager. I have a tablet now, but that can be stolen in a snap, so I'm ridiculously scared for both my belongings and even my own life. Wilmington and other cities in general in my area are very, very unsafe. I don't even have a handful of options to pick from to close things off. I'm not half joking anymore. If given the opportunity to sleep in a garage or on the floor or whatever under a roof by one of my followers, I would take it in a heartbeat. I'm ridiculously low on options and would do anything for some help.
one user challenged FallenChungus on some of his claims, saying it was difficult to take his words at face value from how previous incidents pertaining to his fabrications and overreactions, to which Chungus would respond with,
Stepdad beat me sometime around 2019 or 2020 and left a scar on my shoulder. He has since then threatened me with physical violence, I want to say every 3 months since then on average. He has my mom wrapped around his finger. Y'all happy? Stop asking for specifics.
Well, after this shit gets fucking crazy, as a new challenger approached, and his aunt would enter the fray. Maybe you should be honest here and stop spreading lies about your parents. You made this happen because you couldn't control your temper over a stupid computer. Get it right, bro. Maybe if you followed the rules that were set forth when you got out of the hospital, this all would not be happening. Maybe you should be honest with your followers and tell them that your parents did everything they could possibly to help you, and you took it to the extreme.
I don't know why my own blood is now setting out to paint me as a villain, but I will make myself very clear before any other claims are made. This situation isn't black and white. I've messed up on almost all fronts, but my family has arguably handled shit worse. I hope my mom and her sister know I want nothing to do with them, and if I want to complain about being abandoned at 18 post-psych ward visit, I will fucking do so.
You did this to yourself. It's all on you. Leave your parents out of it, or we are going to have a problem. Maybe look into anger management classes in a group setting where you can talk about your internet addiction. His fans start to push back on his aunt commenting the way she is, and she responds, This child has been causing nothing but tension, heartbreak, and doing whatever he wants to get his way. His home life has been torn apart by his antics. My sister is on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and the violent part of his personality has become more prevalent.
For anyone wondering, this is my actual aunt, and they are very blatantly picking and choosing shit from the truth. At no point did I claim I didn't fuck up, but nothing I've done to my mom, stepdad, or anyone else in this family warranted me being left destitute. Piss off.
So, after this public display, I decided to join the FallenChungus Discord to see what was going on in there. And it was way crazier than I thought it would be. The first thing I see is FallenChungus on his Discord account adding everyone and saying, "I don't care if you call my auntie and say dumb shit, just don't push a dox. It'll complicate things." One user said, "Who's that fucking aunt? Where's she live? Where does your aunt live? She can't fucking hate on you without punishment. Let's find that coward. Where is your aunt?" Just a totally well-adjusted individual there. They would continue to dox her phone number, her Instagram, and her Facebook, all in the Chungus Discord, where he was encouraging them to harass her basically. Then they would attempt to hurt her business by posting it and then review bombing it, with one user stating, "Would rate a 0 if I could. Her behavior is disgusting and treats nobody with respect. Everything is always about her." So at this point I figured if they were going to try to fuck with this random woman's business, that could at least let her know and try to get a comment on this event in general for the video I was working on. So I did. He responds with, "It is what it is. They can do whatever childish things they wish." Said what I said about Frank, and it was all true. I hate to blast him like that, but he blasted my sister, so tat for tat. I already spoke with the authorities and filed a police report. I respond by saying, "Best of luck. Sorry you have to deal with all this. It's total bullshit." And she says, "That's how my nephew rolls, so no surprise there." FallenChungus made a ton of mistakes, from highlighting to his followers where people were trying to dox him, to spiraling over the board until he checked himself into a psych ward, to then becoming homeless only a few weeks later. Then, finally, he weaponized his huge fan base against his own family. Today he made an apology not for anything to do with his family, but for how he has mismanaged his Twitter page.
I want to take the opportunity to apologize for how mismanaged this page has been throughout its life. I started off not being fit for fame at all, and it hasn't really improved since, but I want to continue. I have a lot more to offer. It's been very humbling to say the least.
So, final thoughts on FallenChungus. Obviously, all is not well. It's rare, if not new, to see a young guy having a falling out with his family to use harassment to get back at them for talking shit on Twitter. Totally bonkers. As far as the stuff with Soyjack, I think even he would say that he handled that wrong, and would probably alter some of the stuff he did publicly. When I was around his age, I had plenty of massive falling outs with family, so I understand that part of it. But I would never, ever give the okay to people online to harass and dox them, or try to throw mud at their businesses. It's just psychotic, and it's not going to help them come to any kind of resolution. If there are any updates with his situation, I'll be sure to update everyone on Twitter. Thanks for watching.